Hello everyone, how are you lovely bizmums? My name is Michelle Graham, I am a member in Cardiff. I am the leader of Damsels in Success in Cardiff and I run my own coaching practice and mentor women. I'm a runner, soon to be marathon runner, fingers crossed. What else? I have 2 kids, Will is 10, Martha is 3. Martha was born with a heart condition, so we've been raising money for children's cardiac care and neonatal care since she was born. We've currently hit 37,500, I think, and I was nominated as I was awarded your Charity Mum of the Year last year, which I am very, very grateful for. Thank you very much. So I've been a member since October time, I think, and been to a few meetings when I can. And the Whitchurch one in Cardiff is kind of my local group. So I was due to speak there last Friday. The Beast from the East stopped us and the meeting was cancelled. So I asked Jackie and Alex if they'd like me to do a little video on what I was going to share. And then obviously it's available for you guys to use and I hope it's useful. And if it's not, that's cool too. So mindset. Well, we could do a whole week talking about mindset and different, success mindset, money mindset, business mindset, health mindset, you could go on and on and on. But I'm going to take it generally today and in the time that we've got, really just kind of have a feel for what it means to me and kind of share some of my tips, if you like, for what's really helped me. I'm often called a very positive person, dealt with some things that life's thrown at me pretty well, I think. And I do believe it's one of my gifts that I am able to, stay open to things. And I think that's one of the key tips, really. So let's dive in. So mindset itself is defined. I looked at the definition. Let me just check I've got this right. Yes, it's a person's way of thinking and their beliefs. And it also refers to our emotional response to something. So those two things are very different for me. So your way of thinking and your beliefs is one thing, and then your emotional response is a feeling. So we're talking about thinking and feeling. Now, feeling doesn't come from our mind; it comes from our bodies, and a lot of the time, the mind can get in the way of that. So, whilst it's called mindset, I do believe what we experience through our mindset is definitely a feeling. It comes from within our bodies. So I just want you to kind of acknowledge that perhaps and have a think about that as we go, as I go through the rest of this little video. So your own way of thinking and your beliefs. So just ask you a question really. What are your beliefs around success? Let's take success as an example. What are your beliefs around success? Do you believe success is easy? Do you believe success is hard? It's hard work? Have you been told, if you work hard, you'll get where you want to go? Or if you want to make a lot of money, then you have to put the hours in, you have to put the energy in, you have to put the effort in. That tends to be quite a common belief that people hold, given to them often by parents or by peers, teachers maybe. Hard work equals success. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't believe that always. I do think you can obviously have success by putting in the effort, but I don't believe it has to be hard all the time. And I also think it's an interesting thing to teach our kids that the only way to be successful is by working hard. I think we can work smart, and I think that's a real mindset shift, for one, that I've taken on board and I choose to adopt and share with my kids and with my clients. So for me, that's a really useful distinction around a belief that I had and a shift that I've made in that belief. So that's just one example. So I'd ask you the same question. What beliefs do you have? And basically, are they serving you right now? So it's really useful to do a little bit of an audit, perhaps, around success, perhaps, or around money, or around health, maybe around relationships, around your business. Choose any of those or any other bigger topic and write down the beliefs that you have. And then you can look at those beliefs and go, well, one, is that true? Is that really true? Do I really believe that? And also ask yourself, well, is that belief serving me right now? So is a belief that I will only get money if I work 60 hours a week or 70 hours a week, is that a useful belief to have? Would it be useful to have a belief that I know one of my coaches used to say, the more I go on holiday, the more income I create. Now, like, part of that just blows your mind. You're like, well, how can that be possible? But she truly believed that. She truly believed that, and she lived her life from that place, and she ran her business from that place. And guess what? It was true. The more time she took out of the business, the more income the business created. Now, yes, you've got to have systems and tools and things set up for that to happen, but she fundamentally had a belief that that's what would take place. So for me, it's also around getting around people who perhaps have a different mindset to you about something that you want to improve. So you can do an audit of your own beliefs, and you can model, if you like, or find people who really, have different beliefs to you and live by them and run their businesses in that way, and you can model those beliefs. You can try them on for size, even if you don't fully believe them at your core. It's really interesting to try on that experiment of, right, well, if I believe that to be true for like 24 hours, what would I do? How would I behave? How would I show up? What would I say? All of those things, really, really useful. So a little tip to try out. So that's an audit of your beliefs, and have a look and see who you can model some different beliefs on. Sorry, I've got some notes here. Let me just dig in, because I don't want to miss things. So it's important to realise that our mindset is a choice. We were always at choice. Once we understand the beliefs that we have, I think it's much easier to see that, because sometimes these beliefs are very deep-seated and have been with us for a long time, often since childhood. It's part of our programming, if you like. But once you're aware of them, awareness is key. Once you're aware of them, then we have a choice whether we carry on with those beliefs or not. And there will be certain beliefs that you have that are really useful, that are really serving you, really helpful. They've kept you alive up until this point, and you want to, carry on for the rest of your life with those beliefs. Fantastic. There will be others. I guarantee there will be others that you'll be like, yeah, well, perhaps I could let go of that. Or perhaps I could reframe that belief and choose to believe something else. And that sounds quite simple, and it can be. Some people can change a belief in a heartbeat, and it lands with them, and it resonates with them, and they feel aligned with it. And those light bulb moments where you suddenly get something, and they're off. Other times it takes practice, and I think with anything, changing your mindset around something takes practice. So there are some little tools and some tips that I've used, that my clients have used to help them change their mindset. One is to audit their beliefs. The other one is something like daily journaling. So you can write about what it is that I think and feel about this situation, or this process, or this thing, whatever it is we're talking about. Daily affirmations are fantastic. So you can start your day with a great affirmation and setting your intentions for that day. So rather than waking up and thinking, oh my God, I'm late, I've overslept, I've kicked the cat, I've shouted at the kids, I'm grumpy with my husband, all of that sort of chain of events, you wake up and you can just take a moment and you can say to yourself, I don't know, today's going to be a fantastic day, or something awesome is going to happen to me today, or I am awesome, or I am fantastic. If you've never done it, it can feel really cheesy, and it can feel a little bit like you're doing something like off the wall. But if you've never done it, just try it. Start your day, choose a positive affirmation, and start your day with that, and do it for a week, and see how you feel. Write it down, say it out loud to yourself, say it in the mirror, put it on your phone so you've got it as a reminder. When you go into your phone, have it as your wallpaper or your screensaver or whatever. Little positive mantras that can keep you connected throughout the day. Just a little tip to help you with this daily practice. Sound good? When we start to adopt some of these practices, I think success itself can be really easeful. We can get into what we call flow. We can start to really connect with our own inner wisdom, rather than looking for validation externally to ourselves. We can really start to trust that actually what we know is worthy, what we know is worth sharing, what we know is there's a rightness about it, and we can be okay with that. I think for women particularly, that can be really hard. It can be really hard to really sit and acknowledge that actually I'm good at this stuff, you know, or I'm good at X, or I'm good at Y, being really honest with ourselves as to how good we are, rather than the usual, oh, well, I could be better, or I've got a long way to go, or if only I did X, then this would be easier or better, or if only I looked like her, or if only I lost weight, or we're very good at doing the beating ourselves over the head thing. So if we can get to a position where actually we can look in the mirror and go, do you know what? I'm doing okay. I'm really doing okay. If you can start that, you start every morning with that belief and that mantra and that positive affirmation, that goes a huge way towards setting yourself up for a positive mindset or a mindset shift. Make sense? Awesome. So I want to also say that I want you to tune into, I think I mentioned this at the beginning, really tune into what you feel around some of these beliefs and what, you know, when you're thinking about your mindset, what is it that you're feeling inside? If you're not feeling that your mindset is particularly positive, what is it that's, where do you feel it in your body? Get really used to how that shows up for you, and feel all the feelings. This isn't about feeling happy for happy's sake. This isn't about like sugar coating things and pretending everything's okay. I'm not about that. This is about really honouring all of the feelings that we have and giving each one of them their moment in the sun, if you like. So if I'm feeling sad, I will feel sad. If I'm feeling stressed, it's not a word I really resonate with, but I also know that I do go there. If I feel too busy, if I feel overwhelmed, if I feel frustrated or angry. Anger is another emotion that I didn't ever really, I didn't believe I experienced. Yeah, let me tell you, I've really looked at that, and I totally get the anger. I totally get that. And I think for all of us, there will be certain limits perhaps to our emotional range that, and we go, oh no, well, I don't really feel that, or I don't go there. But I think my coach has been helping me recently really like kind of own the shadow side of who we are and what we do. And I found that really, really helpful. That it's okay to say I'm angry. It's okay to say I'm upset. It's okay to say I'm feeling really down. What we don't want is to hang out there for too long. And too long is like, well, how long's a piece of string? For me, I can shift emotion really fast. For other people I know, it can take longer. And again, depending on what's going on around you. But always allowing yourself to feel and acknowledge the feeling you are feeling in that moment. Does that make sense? So being really present with the moment and tuning into yourself and saying, like, okay, what is it I feel right now?